inside the 1. Hearst. Got it. Touchdown. Terrific balance.
It really was. You know, he's had a tough night. 17 carries, only 21 yards, but that was a good, tough inside run when his team needed it. I mean, he did not go down easily because he was hit early in that run.
Pat was talking about a team going 0-2 to start the season as Hearst. Take a look at this, Pat.
He just bounces right off Gouveia, who couldn't lock him up. Strong run.
Here are the kind of odds that whichever team losing tonight faces. Since they went to an extra wild card spot, the extra point is up and good in 1990. 36 teams have started 0-2. Only 8 have made it to the playoffs.
Can you name all 8? I can't. The Cowboys were 1. The Cowboys were 1. They won a Super Bowl.
Tampa Bay's not.
There you go.
13 in the tail of 2 quarterbacks on the Cardinal bench. This is Dave Craig, yanked in the second quarter. His team down 7-0.
And he still can't believe it, Vern.
16 years in the league. Here's the onside attempt by the Cardinals.
Rick Davis got it.
They got it, and the flag is down.
We had a penalty.
How about that? Kicker got it.
Yep. All for naught, though. Now, why would somebody be offsides on the kickoff when you're kicking it to the kicker's kicking it to himself? You know, onside kicks in the National Football League are only successful about 10% of the time. That's why all the fans want to see coaches go for them. This is kind of a variation. The kicker kicks it to himself.
Kicking team is offsides on a kickoff. Penalized 5 yards and re-kick.
I think they were calling on Darryl Hardy.
Yep. Al Roberts, the special team coach, recalled some time ago that on the first 4th and 2 of the evening, the Cardinals went for a fake punt and did not get the first down, but the Eagles couldn't score. There's Danny Smith.
Special teams coach of the Eagles. I'm kind of concerned about his kick coverage teams. And Ray Rhodes was saying that Bobby Joe Edmonds, who'd been out of the game for 6 years in Tampa Bay, and looks in the paper and he's leading the league in kickoff returns, very upset with his kick coverage team a week ago against Tampa Bay. By the way, the Bobby Joe Edmonds story is a good one. ESPN did a real nice feature on him this morning, and a real nice story. Out of the league for 5 years with suffering from alcoholism, but finally got his chance, was persistent, and is now leading, or at least through week 1, leading the league in kickoff returns.
Yeah, I asked for a chance, got it, made the team. Now Greg Davis gets a chance to try this all over again, and the what small element of surprise there might have been is gone. So I expect they'll kick it deep, and they do. Kelvin Martin takes it for the Eagles. Heads left and is chased out of bounds. Garrison Hearst had the touchdown a moment ago.
Yeah, this was pretty good running by Hearst, because he gets hit very early in this run by a middle linebacker, Kurt Gouveia. Bounces off it, struggles, fights, keeps his balance, and gets his team a touchdown. What do? You always give the trainer the football, because they want to put that away, put that in your trophy case when you get home. I mean, guys like Jerry Rice, he must have a very large trophy case.
Large home.
There you go. There you go.
First and 10, Eagles. Rodney Peete continues at quarterback. He's 6 of 11. Hands it off to Ricky Waters. And Waters to the 41-yard line. 24-13. 24-13. 8:35 remaining in this one. Philly goes back home to take on San Diego next week, and if they win tonight, it will halt an 8-game losing streak.
It's a running play.
You tend to forget they lost their last 7 in regular season last year because they did go undefeated in preseason, which again underlines the value of preseason and the results. Ricky Waters. And you just know this Ricky Waters thing is not going to go away for a long, long time.
Yeah, it was it. He had to have a good game and more importantly, play hard every down. He has played hard tonight, and he struggled. Those 16 carries, 90 yards. It's been kind of a tough evening for him, but he's played hard at least. And the other thing is, although the Eagles should go on and win this thing, they're leading 24-13 right now. I mean, the questions still abound about this team. I mean, the quarterback situation is not going away. The Ricky Waters situation is not going away. I mean, they still have, they're not really in rhythm offensively yet.
Third down here. Pressure coming. Rodney Peete shakes out of it. Finds an open man. How about that improvisation?
Oh, my.
Ricky Waters on the receiving end of a Lee Gross Cup light pass.
Is that a good play, though, by Rodney Peete? I mean, Clyde Simmons beats Barrett Brooks quickly. It looks like he's going to manhandle Rodney Peete. But he's strong enough to break through that tackle, then misses another one. And the old underhand shovel pass. What do you used to call that? The old Utah?
Yeah, the Utah pass. Lee Gross Cup was an All-American at Utah in the mid-50s. Became a #1 draft choice of the Giants. And he's lived on that pass forever. Because people like me who worked with him and remember and like him keep bringing up his name. The Cupper. Ricky Waters. Cupper was an English major at Utah. Got to the Giants as the #1 pick in the late 50s. Charlie Connolly said, "You majored in what?" Ronnie Jones, boy, there's got to be some concern for this Cardinal defensive unit.
Yeah, they were hoping last week was an aberration, but off of tonight's performance, they have some problems. They have some problems stopping the run.
And they may have lost Eric Swan. We don't know. Sprained knee, MRI tomorrow. Charlie Garner's back in. And Eric Hill.
You know, Vern, as we watch this Eagles and this game wind down, thinking about Randall Cunningham again, you know, they're trying to have him run this West Coast offense, and that's all fine and good. But when you really thought about Randall Cunningham, when he was at his best, when he was sensational, he was running the football. He was scrambling. He was making people miss, making a lot of big plays that way. And this offense really doesn't afford, I think, to use one of his greatest assets, and that is as a runner. Hey, Vern, remember those guys were up on the hill early in the game? I don't think they have any clue about what the score is, nor do they care, but you think they'd get a better seat. He's lined up right behind the cactus. You can go this way or this way, but when the cactus is there, you can't see. And here comes his buddy.
I don't want to know where Starsky and Hutch have been.
No, that's, you know, they don't care about the score. They don't care who's winning. Those guys are just up there having a good time.
I admire them for hanging in. Cactus or no. 24-13, and they're still there.
Roll those dice, Fred. That's a first down. Say, when you can breathe, when you wear those things on your nose and you can breathe, well, I tell you, I think you run faster too, don't you? See, Rodney Peete has played confidently tonight. I mean, he locked in on Fred Barnett, and he knew exactly where he was going by the pre-snap look. Barnett beats Patrick Hunter, and the Cardinals are going to have a problem at that corner because Patrick Hunter, 2 weeks in a row now, has been victimized. You're fine with Aeneas Williams, but they got some problems over there with Patrick Hunter.
Rodney Peete now 8 of 13 in relief of Randall Cunningham. And I think something may have been wrong with the game clock.
Yeah, they're going to start the clock again.
Play clock, not the game clock. You know, you and I chatted with Rodney Peete back in Philadelphia in late August about his decision to sign with Philadelphia. And he said, look, I know that Randall Cunningham is a starter, but there is a window of opportunity here.
That's all you can ask for, you know, is that chance. And then you got to you know, perform. And as we both know, only 2 quarterbacks started all 16 games a year ago. And that's why, again, I'm surprised there's more quality in backup quarterbacks in the league.
First and goal, Waters down to the 3-yard line. That is his 18th carry tonight. and he's closing in on a 100-yard evening. Guy McIntyre. Angus.
We've had injuries. We've had guys thrown out. We've had fake punts. We've had bad punts.
David Whitmore and Derek Witherspoon are the latest who were injured. Guy McIntyre.
Well, he's a classy guy, isn't he?
Fun to talk to him yesterday. Ray Rhodes said with his experience in the midst of the Waters debacle this week, Guy McIntyre gave a lot of advice and counsel. Time has been called. 4:34 remaining in this one. Philadelphia leading by 11, and they've got the ball inside the 4-yard line. Coming up next Sunday night, we'll open it up with the Coors Light Pro Football Tonight pregame show at 7 o'clock Eastern. Then at 8 o'clock, the Cowboys take on the Minnesota Vikings from the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. That's next Sunday, right here on TNT.
Vikings did a good job with Barry Sanders today. They got Emmitt Smith next week.
Rodney Peete, Ricky Waters, down to the 1-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 1.
You know what I think Ray Rhodes is thinking with the kind of week that Ricky Waters has had? Love to get him in the end zone once. Just loved. He's had a productive night. 19 carries, 95 yards. He's kind of kept his emotions in check, and he's run hard. But now they'd love to get him a touchdown.
In the meantime, 168 yards on the ground.
Shocking.
For the Eagles against the Cardinal defense. 3rd and goal. They hand it off to Fred McRae. McRae, the rookie 6th-round pick out of Mississippi State, gets his first pro touchdown.
Replacing the injured Kevin Turner, who went out in a special teams play in the first half. There were a lot of question marks about this Eagle team coming in, but offensively they seem to have kind of gotten their act together. Rodney Peete has played effectively for the Eagles, and this thing's coming right at you.
I thought Joe Montana signed with NBC. How do you get into our broadcast?
Yeah, but a nice lead block there, though, by Ricky Waters that allows McRae to get in.
And Fred McRae, number 41, gets the touchdown.
Tell us about Joe Montana, would you?
Let me see. If you love American football legends,
I do.
You won't want to miss Joe Montana, The Fire Inside.
I won't.
An NFL on TNT special that uncovers Montana's passion for winning and shows us why he will always be remembered as the greatest comeback quarterback ever.
I wonder if he ever got yanked. I don't recall.
Boy, I don't think so.
I don't recall him getting... Well, I think that one playoff game against Minnesota. Remember when Minnesota was blowing him out? I think he got replaced by Steve Young, if I recall correctly. He wants to give me the ball. Yeah, you can't have it now. I'm sorry. I want it back. It's going into the equipment man's going to put it in the locker. I'm going to take it home, and that's first of what he hopes is many touchdown footballs.
Give me your best guess, Mr. Hayden, as to the starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles next week at home against San Diego.
I think he's going to start Rodney Peete. I mean, as Ray Rhodes has said numerous times, no sacred cows here, and Rodney Peete has played effectively tonight, going 8 of 13, 145. Hasn't been dynamic, but he's gotten the job done. But it's not over for Randall Cunningham this year, and somebody, John Gruden, Ray Rhodes, or somebody, are really going to have to work with his fragile ego and keep him available and be ready to play at some point this year. Could be next week.
Here's Ryan Terry. Whoa, watch out. Foot race.
The Eagles have been awful on kickoff coverage in 2 games. Awful. Last week it was Bobby Joe Edmonds. This week it's Ryan Terry. A 53-yard return by Terry.
And Derek Oden, who is the star of the special teams thus far.
Number 58 here, yeah. He just gets a shot from Randy Kirk. Didn't look that violent, but
Derek Oden
he's their special team star.
Assisted off the field. Boy, it's been calamitous tonight for both teams. Eric Swan, Eric Hill out for the Cardinals. Lester Holmes, Kevin Turner. There's motion and a flag down. Here's Mike Butt. That's incomplete. Okay, let's turn it around for Buddy Ryan's Arizona Cardinals, who have an angry quarterback on the bench right now in Dave Craig.